Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about dynamic SQL in SQL Server. What are the advantages of having dynamic SQL in our SQL programming? We're going to see in today's video. Let's go to the SQL Server Management Studio. There we can understand the demo. So for today's demo purpose, I'm using the table employee table. Okay, let's try to understand what data it contains. What are the columns we have in this table? Try to click on execute. Now you can see that there are 285 records and 20 columns around we have in this table. Let's start writing the dynamic SQL. So I will start beginning at basic level, so that I will start one by one, step by step by execute and make a single quote, right? Select star from TBL employee. Try to click on execute. Now we'll get same output. There's no difference at all. So we got 285 records and moreover 20 columns data. We got it by using dynamic SQL also. So this time I'm trying to written all the columns, but if you want to specific only few columns data, if you want to you need, we can specify the individual columns also. Then we'll try to see how we can write execute. Just what are the columns you want, we can mention it. Select star from TBL employee. This time I want to see only employee ID and birth date, gender and title. So these are the columns I want to see. So just try to execute it. So we got the data also, employee ID, birth date, gender, title. So we have given 4 columns and also we got the same columns data and 285 records, because we are not doing any filtering and we are fetching all the records. Now we can write in different way also, same thing, execute, select star from TBL employee. Just click on execute. So this time I'm using star. It means that you will get all the columns. What are the columns available in this table? We'll get all the columns. Okay, I'll try to write in different style. Execute sp underscore execute SQL. Now I will give what are the query we want, we can write here also. Select from TBL employee. Now you can mention star, or if you want to all columns, only if you want to specific columns you can specify here also. Employee ID, and gender, birth date, title. So I want to see these are the columns, employee ID, gender, birth date, title. So these columns data I want to see. So let's try to execute. Now we got employee ID, gender, birth date, title. So this way we can write the dynamic SQL, but this time we'll try to see different examples. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I want to pass the table name dynamically. Based on the table name, the data has to fetch. We'll try to see that example also. So declare. So here I'm declaring one local variable, that is name is the table variable. So I'm giving the varchar and I'm setting the value for that. Set table name is equal to TBL employee, and also I'm declaring one more string to hold the query SQL string. I'm giving n varchar 1000 bytes. I'm setting the query set SQL string. Here I am writing the query. Okay, select star from table name, but here I want to pass the table name dynamically, so that is the reason I have declared a table name as a variable, and also I'm giving the value for this variable as a table employee. So let's try to give the variable name table, and finally I'm calling this string by using sp underscore execute SQL. Let's try to do that also. Execute sp underscore execute SQL and call the variable name. Now we can see that dynamic SQL this way. Now this time I'm using the tbl employee as a input parameter for the table name. So this time we got the table employee data, but if you want to change the another table, we can give tbl department. I am passing the different table name. That time whether it is going to work or not, we're going to see. So this time also it is returning the department table data, right? Department id, name, group name, modified data. When I'm click on execute, it's giving. And also I'll try to change the different name, tbl employee history. Try to click on execute. Now you can see that different columns, because I'm changing the table name as a, instead of tbl department I'm giving the tbl employee history. So that is the reason it is giving the employee related column information, employee id, department id, shift id, start date, and another columns. So same query I will try to convert into the procedure, and we will see what will happen. So here create procedure get table data. So I'm trying to pass one parameter, that is the table name, give the 100 as begin end. So in between I'll try to take this code. Okay, now same thing here, I have declared a local variable, but this time I'm passing the parameter as for this query. Okay, try to click on execute. So procedure has been created successfully. We'll try to execute and we'll see whether we got the expected output or it's giving or not. Execute get tbl data and pass the parameter. What is the parameter here? Table name parameter, tbl employee, and try to click on execute. Now this time we got the employee related data, because we have given as a input parameters tbl employee, but I will try to change the tbl department, and we will see whether we got the department related data or not. Now this time we got the department id, department name, group name, and again I will try to change the different parameter, tbl employee history. Now try to execute it. So this time we got the employee related history information, employee id, department id, shift id. So likewise we can write the dynamic SQL in the SQL programming. And also we will try to create one more example. So this time, based on the record count and table name, the data should be reflected dynamically, and we'll try to see that example also. Declare. Here I'm using two variables. One is the table name, another one is the record count. Table name varchar 100, declaring one more variable, declare record count integer, and one more variable to store the string, declare SQL string and varchar 1000. Here I'm setting the table name as well as the record count. I'm passing the value set record count is equal to 5, set table name is equal to table employee, and finally I'm writing the query set SQL string equal to select top, and I'm giving the variable name. What is the variable? Record count star from table name. Again we need to pass the another variable. Okay, table name. Okay, here I am declaring two variables. One is the table name, another one is the record count, and finally I am declaring one more variable, that is the string variable, because whatever the query I am writing I am storing into this string variable here. So I have declared the record count as an integer type, but here there are chance to get the error. So in that case I am trying to convert into varchar cast as varchar 100, and we'll finally try to execute and we'll see whether it will work or not. Exe execute sp underscore execute SQL, give the string name SQL underscore string, and we'll try to execute it. Now we can see that, so we have given variable record count is 5 and table name is table employee, so we are getting 5 records for that employee table. Now I will try to change the different value, tbl department. Now we'll see what will happen. Again 5 rows from the department table, because I have changing the department table as a input parameter. This time I'll try to give the 12 records. Again 12 records. Now it's keep on changing, right? Even I will give the different name, table employee history also. Try to click on execute. Now we can see that column names has been changed because I have given table employee history and also record count is 12, right? I will try to change this query as a procedure. Create procedure get record table. I'm trying to give the two parameters, one is the table name, another one is record count. Table name varchar and record count record count integer. So as begin and try to copy this code, no need to write again, right? And also we need to declare the variable also SQL string. Now we'll execute the procedure and we'll see whether it is working or not. Okay, procedure complete successfully, that's well and good. Now I will try to execute it. Exe, what is the procedure name? Get record table. Get record table. We need to pass the two parameters, one is the table name, another one is the record count. tbl employee, I need to pass the record count 5. I want to see the table employee 5 records. Let's try to execute it. Now you can see top 5 records from the table employee table. If I change the record count is 10, it will give based on the count. It's dynamically changing. This time I'll try to change the name of the table, department, give this. So 10 records from the table department table. I'll try to change the different one, tbl employee history, and also change the record count also. We'll see what will happen. 15. Let's try to execute it. 15 records from the table employee history. So this way we can write the dynamic SQL. So that's all for today's video. I will come up with the different examples in the next video. Stay tuned for other videos. Thank you so much for watching.